All right, friends, it's T-Man. We're back with the longevity slave, man. We got to do a reaction video to this man, longevity slave, or I call him the shortgevity slave, but whatever, man. The guy that says he's 60 but looks like he's 95 going on 100. Anyway, so I Am Longevity says, fast twitch fibers won't save you. It's motor units that keep you young. Yeah, the motor unit slave. Okay.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. April 20th, 2025. Happy Easter to those who celebrate it.
Yeah, I could be cordial. Happy Easter to you, my friend. You know, I'm not saying you're a bad person. I'm just I'm reacting to your video.
Speak about something that is very important when it comes to motor units.
Yes.
Okay? The conventional wisdom, the
experts, yes, I would love to know. What is it?
all over the world. These, and I'm not talking about the PhDs, I'm talking about the wannabe experts on YouTube.
Oh, the wannabe experts on YouTube. You mean like you, the wannabe expert on YouTube? See, me personally, I don't know anything. I'm not an expert. I have to go off my experiences, and then from my experiences, I'm able to find the answers within science, how they've classified that. Because here's the funny thing. Even though I found out through my own experiences, they pay people for experiences, and then they do a study on it, and that's how they find out. Isn't that interesting? Hell, they knew before me what built muscle. They knew before you what this thing called motor unit. You see, the word motor unit, you didn't discover it. Science did. You know how they did it? Through their experiences, through studies. They did specific studies, but the experiences of those studies gave them something called a conclusion. You understand me? And then they label these things when they discover them as motor unit. So you didn't come up with it. It's not a new concept. See what I mean? It's not a new concept. Now, me personally, I discovered what builds muscles. I got this soreness, pain. I lifted weights. I waited a week. I ate a lot. See what I mean? Now, the premise of it, the wording that they use in science, they call it, eccentric overload, whatever it causes, this stretching, this damage, whatever. And they use very specific labels for that, overload, whatever, supramaximal, yada, yada, yada. This maximal training. But did I know all of that, all of the words? No, I had to go into science with my experience and discover it on my own. See what I mean? I had to find out what these labels were. How did they classify? How did they label it? See what I mean? It took me a while. Not a lot. I could find the answers very quickly because I understood these things with the time. You pick them up slowly with time. Here and there and here. And then you put the puzzle together. But you, sir, motor unit, that's it? That's it? Motor unit? It's part of the equation, but that's not everything.
You must do 1 rep max or 4 reps of 90% of your max, and you will activate fast twitch fibers.
Yeah, you will activate fast twitch fibers. I don't know about powerlifting. Me personally, powerlifting shortens sarcomeres in series. That's why you become immobile.
Wow. So what?
Your range of motion is very short.
Like, look at these guys that power lift, 1,000 pounds, 800 pounds. Tell them to move. They trip over their own feet.
The reason why is because they lift concentrically, and concentric exercise is associated with a loss of sarcomere in series. So why do you keep doing stretching exercises in the field over there where you're running around? So why do old people go to Pilates and stretch? Because loss of sarcomere in series. So what is bodybuilding associated with? An increase in sarcomere, specifically in series. And why? It's based with athletic performance. Now, you're saying that they can't walk or run because the sarcomere in series, that's the one that gives you strength, power, speed, and performance. See what I mean? Now, if there's a loss of them, of course, they can't do any of those things. So the more they shorten them, the less their athletic ability. So they destroy their athletic ability, it gets shortened. They become nothing, a nada. Get it? It's kind of obvious. Science corroborates all of this. Concentric exercise is associated with a loss of sarcomere in series. That means you have a loss of athletic abilities. Now, how do you increase your athletic abilities? Eccentric training. Eccentric training is associated with an increase in sarcomere in series. And with that gives you velocity, strength, power, speed, and performance. Get it? So there you go. Proved it. Next.
Okay, why? They activate fast twitch fibers.
No. Not necessarily. They activate a lot of slow twitch. There's some being activated. Even if it is activated, but it's not increasing in series, the sarcomeres, you dumbass, you old man.
Doesn't mean anything. Activating fast twitch fibers
I'm going to tell you something. It is going to be meaningless if all you do is activate motor units, but you have a loss of sarcomere in series. So you'll never have athletic ability at all. See what I mean? But you have it because I know I've watched you in your field jumping around. You do a lot of stretching. See what I mean? That's about it. But you're doing something artificial, and most likely it's TRT.
means squat. That's researchers, scientists are looking at the wrong place because they clearly say
They are not looking in the wrong place. You're wrong.
we have no way today of slowing down the loss of motor units out of their own mouths.
Yeah. Not necessarily. Hold on a second, man. Hold on. This guy's really crazy. You know that? He's really hooked on this motor unit shit. Okay, let's. This is from AI. Okay, but that's taken from NCBI as well. They take it from there. Whatever. Okay, this is one part. Hold on a second. Was this it? I don't think this was the one that I had. Okay, this is another version. Longevity is often linked to telomere length and the caps on the ends of telomeres, whatever. Telomere longevity, satellite cells and muscle function, satellite cells and stem cells, tissue, whatever, motor unit and muscular function, age-related. Okay, hold on. This is not the one I'm looking for. I put it in my community section. Give me 1 second. Hold on a second.
Now that I'm adulting.
All right, I found it. It's called, it's taken from AI, okay? Longevity is not exclusively tied to a single factor because he says that it's exclusively tied, longevity, to a single factor called motor units. Well, this is partly from NCBI. You can see the tag there at the top. And there's an NCBI thing here at the bottom right here. It's taken from this section. Aging, neuromuscular system performance. So they took that section out of there and they posted up here in this section, okay? So people are going to ask me, oh, it's just AI. It's AI, man. No, it's NCBI. No, shut the fuck up. Longevity is not exclusively tied to a single factor like telomeres, satellite cells, or motor units. But what? But rather a complex interplay of various factors. Yeah, there's many factors. While telomeres play a role in cellular aging and lifespan, there you go. So he says the motor unit is what's tied to longevity, to everything. When the fact is it's the telomere, really. And how do you lengthen your telomeres? Well, you expand the satellite cell pool. If you expand the satellite cell pool, those fucking telomeres, they're gonna fucking lengthen. Get it? You're gonna live longer. So he's full of shit. Now, it's more important to regenerate the satellite cell pool than it is this stupid motor unit shit. Anyways, yeah. So cellular aging. So while telomeres play a role in cellular aging, lifespan, and satellite cells are important for muscle regeneration, motor unit function is crucial for muscle movement. It's crucial for what? Muscle movement and strength. But all three contribute to overall longevity and health. So all three, they contribute. Now, guess what? There's a thing called myogenic decline. You're losing the satellite cell. But he says motor unit's more important. Yeah, but you end up like an old man if you lose the satellite cell. Get it? So no, it doesn't matter about the motor unit. If you lose the fucking satellite cell, you're dead. You're a goner, dude. Get it? And the telomeres are shortening. So he's full of shit. Telomeres. Telomeres are protective caps on the ends of chromosomes that shorten with age. Yeah. Shortened telomeres are associated with what? Increased risk of age-related diseases and reduced lifespan. So you want to increase them. How do you do that? Satellite cell pool. Maintaining telomere length may contribute to a longer lifespan. And how do you do that? Satellite cell pool. Physical activity and dietary factors can influence telomere length. The dietary factors: eat natural food, stop eating shit. There is ongoing research on how to extend telomere length and potentially slow down the aging process. Yes, it's called aging. It's called lose it or satellite cell, use it or lose it. Remember, I did it in the last video, okay? PubMed, satellite cell, use it or lose it. That's what it tells you to get. It gets rid of senescent cells and it fucking gets rid of myogenic decline. So he's full of shit. Satellite cells. Satellite cells are stem cells of skeletal muscle that help repair and regenerate muscle tissue. The number of satellite cells declines with age. So they decline with age. See what I mean? They decline with age. Contributed to age-related muscle loss. When he says motor unit, what happens if you lose muscles? You lose these motor units. Physical activity can stimulate the satellite cell pool. Yes, it can. What kind of activity? Only one kind can stimulate the satellite cell pool. Want to know what it is? Eccentric exercise. Potentially preserving muscle mass and strength. There is a complex relationship between telomere length and what? Satellite cells. So he's wrong about fucking motor units. It's all about the telomere length and satellite cells. And with some studies suggesting, so whatever I'm doing on my thing, on my page, on my fucking YouTube channel is more complex and sophisticated than his bullshit fucking motor unit crap shit junk. Get it? Studies suggesting that satellite cells may help maintain telomere length in the face of what? In the face of exercise. So there you go. Motor units. Motor units are the functional units of muscle contraction consisting of motor neuron and muscle fibers innervates. Yeah, but without muscle, you ain't gonna have any of these motor units. Age-related changes in the neuromuscular system can lead to decreased muscle strength and function. Well, it can. It's a fucking motor. It's a neuron muscular fucking motor unit. It's there, right? It's because disuse would cause that bullshit. While not directly linked to longevity, while not directly linked to what? Longevity in the same way as telomeres and satellite cells. There you go. I beat this motherfucker to the ground. Get it, bro? So there you go. Not like sir. While not directly linked to longevity, these stupid motor units in the same way as what? Telomeres and satellite cell, you old fart. Maintaining motor unit function is crucial for maintaining physical activity and overall health, which are important for longevity. They are. I'm not saying they aren't, but the most important thing are satellite cells and telomeres. That's how you extend life and longevity. In conclusion, telomeres and satellite cells, and motor units all play a role in longevity, but they are not mutually exclusive. Telomeres are associated with what? With cellular aging. And how do you get rid of that? Easy. Satellite cells are what? Are important for muscle regeneration. And motor units are crucial for what? Muscle function. Understanding the interplay of these factors is important for developing strategies to improve longevity and health span. I'll tell you the first one you need to do. The first one you need to focus on is the satellite cell pool. Every time you extend the satellite cell pool, you're not going to lose these stupid motor units. And your telomeres are going to extend. And that's going to extend your life. And that's going to prevent you from getting diseases and sicknesses. They will all go away. They'll all go away. I'm telling you, because with me, they all went away. The moment I started going back to, especially overloading, the moment I went back to eccentric overloading, I got so much better, bro. I'm like a fucking beast, man. My testosterone's through the roof. My fucking voice is so fucking deep. It's insane, man. Like, it's just insane lifting, bro. And it lasts for weeks. Your hormones, your growth hormone, it fucking extends for weeks. And you can use real supplements to build more muscle, more of these satellite cells, extend the fucking telomeres. You eating fucking, amino acids. So what is more sophisticated? I'm going to do motor unit training, jumping around like a yo-yo in a yard? Or are you going to try to extend the satellite cell pool, which will wear off this loss of the motor unit, and you extending your telomeres and extending your lifespan, bro, and getting rid of cellular aging? because it removes fucking senescent cells and it gets rid of myogenic decline. So he's full of shit. You understand me? He's full of shit. Now let's go back to his shitty video. I hate people like this on the internet. They think they know everything. They don't know anything.
Researchers, scientists are looking at the wrong place because they clearly
The scientists, they're looking at the wrong place. They're not looking at the wrong place. You are.
say we have no way today of slowing down the loss of motor units. Out of the
Yeah. You want to know how to do it? Extending the satellite cell pool. That's how you do it.
own mouths, they cannot slow down the loss of motor units. Why?
That is absolutely a lie. The moment the telomeres extend because of the satellite cell pool expanding, that wears it off. He's lying.
Is that? Let me explain. Just because you activate the fast twitch fibers or recruit the most, whatever you do to recruit the fast twitch fibers, it doesn't mean
I'm not recruiting them. I'm activating the satellite cell fucking cell, you fool.
you stay young. You got 70, 80-year-olds that are.
No. Look at me, bro. I look young, bro. I look better now than I ever did in just the last few months of eccentric overload training. I have changed astronomically. You understand me? All my friends are looking at me, telling me what the fuck's going on here. You know, then they're like, holy shit, you cut your hair. And they're like, you look so fucking young. Like, what's going on? Huh?
Powerful, strong. When you tell them to move, they can't move. They have no agility, no
I can move. I can do a lot of stuff.
mobility. And I don't mean this in a bad way. They aged just like the average 99.9999% of the world.
He's like all the rest of these fitness people. They take fucking TRT and then they jump around all over. They take these crazy drugs. Then they start jumping around the yard, 3% body fat, because that's what this stuff does, TRT. And then they try to convince you that they have the holy grail, the secret of everything. Yeah.
You know, I'm just laughing because you got people are confused. When you activate fast twitch fibers, scientists are looking in the wrong place.
Yeah, you're activating these fast twitch muscle fibers, but guess what he's not activating? He's not activating the satellite fucking cell pool because it's only activated in muscle damage. See what I mean? So what did it tell you there? What did it tell you there in the overview? It said all three factors are important. However, what's more important? The telomere and the satellite cell. They're way more important. Why? Especially the satellite cell pool, because it's a cascade of events. Once the satellite cell pool is activated, the telomeres extend, and the motor units, they don't go away. Okay?
When fast twitch fibers are activated, why are they activated? How come they don't ask this? They just say,
Why are they activated? Because you're using them. If you're picking up something, they're activated. What are you talking about? How are you supposed to feed yourself?
well, this exercise activates fast twitch fibers, so
Walking down the street activates them. And so what? Sitting on the toilet activates them. How are you going to sit on it?
you people that want to activate fast twitch fibers, you must do that. No, you're not activating anything. You think you're activating. The experiment looks like the fast twitch fibers being activated, but that's about it. There are a whole bunch of steps above the fast twitch fibers is the last in the
He's lying. He doesn't know anything.
hierarchy. There are a whole bunch of steps before that.
Yeah? What are these fucking steps, man? Please do tell me, because really, I get tired of listening to people like you.
Need to be optimized for your body to remain youthful, for you to maintain that torque that's cutting on a dime, that
Yeah, that torque, cutting on a dime. Yeah.
to remain youthful.
Yeah.
That-
You want to know how to remain youthful? Every person takes up Pilates because why are they stretching? Why do they advocate you stretch when you get old? Because of a loss of what? Sarcomere in series. Now, when you start stretching a lot in the beginning, what do you get? You activate the satellite cell because those overstretches in the beginning. Here, what's a unique feature of eccentric exercise is that untrained subjects become what? They become stiff and sore the next day due to what? Muscle damage. Now, what activates the satellite cell? Muscle damage. There you go. So in the beginning, they get it right away because they were untrained and they stretched. They got an activation of the satellite cells. That increased the sarcomere series. There was an increase. There's some protein synthesis, and that extended their fucking telomeres. That will wear off the loss of motor units. There you go.
That's the difference. Scientists don't know how to slow down the loss of motor units because they...
That's a lie. That's a lie. They're talking about they don't know how to slow it down according to whatever's going on with the person is not fucking doing anything. How do you... Here's the thing. That's like saying they don't know how to slow down age. They don't know how to slow down anything. Things are happening. But it's incumbent upon you to figure it out.
are looking in the wrong place. And
They've never done studies long enough on it to have people be doing like muscle damage training where they can see how far and how long they can live, especially eating a natural as you can. I don't know. There isn't any natural animals out there. Eating natural food, drinking natural water, and every so often causing this damaging effect to extend the satellite cell pool and extend the telomeres. They have never done studies on that. Dude, they have never done studies on somebody just eating raw animal products from a small age to an old age. They don't have studies like that, but we know through science. We know already what does. So it's never too late to start.
that's what my book is going to break down. And by the way,
Your book is fake. Fake.
this is not, what I'm about to disclose is not an opinion. It's not an opinion.
You're losing hair. All your hair is white. Your entire head is white. All right? I'm not far from your age. I'm 58 and you're 60. And my hair is blonde. And you're all white. And you got loss of hair. And you look like you're 95 years old. Because I've shown your video to my friends. Even I have a friend that's over 75. And when I showed him Jason Blaha, he pegged them at being 70 years of age. Now, when I showed him you, he thought you were like 90 years old. So, I guess it's working, eh? This longevity stuff. Yeah.
It will be based on scientific evidence. All my things are based on scientific evidence.
No, it's not. It's not based on scientific evidence. You're using some science stuff you read on Motor Unit, but you're faking it, dude. You're faking it.
In addition, my book will also take you to the end of life. That as we age, our movements
Your book is going to end your life early. You're going to look like that guy, 95 years old, okay, at 60.
to change, and surprisingly, it begins to resemble.
Exercise causes cortisol to go up. It feminizes you, okay? That's what it does. It's bad for you. It ages you, accelerate aging. It's associated with fucking hypoxia, oxidative stress. You just rust from the inside out. You're going to look like him rusting from the inside out doing fucking exercise. You're going to look aged like him. You understand me? That's what this crazy exercise maniac is going to make you do, bro. He's going to kill you.
How we move as babies, that clumsy, unsteady way toddlers walk, we slowly return to that pattern if we don't actively train our nervous system. This happens because the time.
Oh, man, if you don't train the nervous system, oh man, that's ridiculous. You're gonna age like him if you don't activate the satellite cell and extend those telomeres. You're gonna age, all of you are gonna age like a bitch if you don't fucking lift to damage muscles, bro. Get it? Eccentrically. Yes. And I'm telling you right now, that's the truth.
The connections between our nerves and muscles, called the motor units, begin to weaken and die off.
Exercise doesn't regenerate you. Eccentric exercises regenerate you because they're damaging.
When that happens, our ability to control movement fades. Muscles don't fire as smoothly or as fast. Balance, coordination, and strength all start to slip.
Yeah, because it's part of it. But if you extend if you extend the series, bro, that's not gonna fucking happen. It happens because they're shortening, because of disuse and a bunch of other things, and lifting concentrically, or just exercising all day yourself to death.
That's why preserving these motor units through specific training isn't just
Whatever.
about staying strong,
Whatever.
lifting 500 pounds.
Christ, I can't listen to this guy anymore, man. Honestly, when I saw the video pop up, like, I want to make the video, bro, but I can't stand these people, you know? Raw.
It's about keeping your brain and body.
He's so arrogant. He's so arrogant. Me, I have to use real science. I pop it up. I read it. I try to, I go through it. I look at it. I analyze it to whether it is going to be fake or real. You have to know. And it's difficult. He doesn't know anything.
Speaking the same language. So you move with youth and control no matter what.
Fake. He took TRT and he's jumping around. That isn't youth. That's nothing.
At your age. I just want to reiterate. There are a lot of steps. A lot of things happen before fast twitch fibers activated. Here, let me give you an example.
Yeah, give me an example.
Where does movement come from? Where did it originate?
I don't know
It
where.
originated in your womb, before your brain was even developed.
Oh, it did it?
That means your brain did not tell your body to move.
What?
If you go back to the very beginning,
Okay.
your body, your motor units were already there.
They are?
Before your brain developed.
Oh,
And your body moved. What caused it to move?
I don't know what caused it.
Don't worry, I will disclose all this.
Please do tell.
Go back to the very beginning.
Yeah.
I move the way I do, not because of genetics, not because of luck.
Because of TRT, that's why. He moves the way he does because he takes shots at TRT from his doctor.
Believe me.
The Italian doctor that he goes to gives him the Italian shots.
Okay? Anyway, I just wanted to give you this message because the book I am about to disclose.
Wow, these people, they're so arrogant. And then they're going to sell you a book on top of it. Oh, God. Like these fake programs, bro. They're all over the internet. Please, save somebody.
It's not going to be anything like you ever seen. And I mean this.
You know, if I could just save one person from this garbage, then my job has been done. I don't need to save everybody because it's impossible to save everybody on my channel. But if I have saved one person, or even two, or even three, then that's enough. I've saved a few people from this garbage.
You'll see what I mean. And I will be giving you exercises for each section of the hierarchy with barcode.
He's going to give you exercises from each. Exercise. What's exercise? Go outside, play some sports. You're going to get exercise. There you go.
Private videos. Hit the barcode, it takes you to the private video.
Think about it. He wants money. That's why he's selling you a book. He could give it to you for free. He's desperate for money. That's why he's doing this. So he's faking it. He wants to scare you and convince you that you're losing motor units. So you absolutely have to do these exercises. Otherwise, you're done. I'm not saying anything on my channel. I'm not saying because you're not doing this and that, you're going to be done or anything. I'm saying that concentric exercise definitely is not associated with eccentric. It's not associated with regeneration or anything. You know what I mean? I say very specific things. But I'm not saying, whoa, yeah, I say eccentric sucks, concentric sucks, lifting because it does this, is no good, whatever. Yeah, I'm just simply telling the truth, what these things really do to you. But I'm not saying that if you don't do them, my God, yeah, that's the end of you, like this guy, and selling a book and everything. This is fake.
Then you got to put your email, blah, blah.
Email, he's got private videos. I don't even have any private videos. Maybe for consulting, you can make private videos, right? I mean, it doesn't hurt really. People should make money with their talent, with the things that they know. But I mean, come on, man. This guy, no.
Blah, 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 and you get in.
Whatever.
That's the only way I'm doing this. Oh, and there's one other thing I'd like to say.
Yeah, what is it?
He's doing TRT. He's doing steroids. I'm not doing none of that crap.
Sure, yeah. If you people believe that, then you really have to be out to lunch.
Not aware. This stuff destroys your physical function. It doesn't help it at all.
No, it doesn't help it at all. That's why everybody's out there is on TRT. They're all jumping around all over the place, lifting heavy weights and doing weird shit. Okay.
all. It has nothing to do with motor units. It does not help.
If that's true, then why is it on the banned WADA list, on the WADA banned list, if it didn't, if it didn't enhance your performance? Listen to the word. These drugs, they don't build muscles. They enhance your performance. You understand the difference? Then he's trying to convince you that it doesn't enhance your performance. But that's what hormones do, enhance your performance.
It may give you muscle mass, make you bigger.
No, it won't. No, it won't. Not necessarily. It enhances your performance. The muscle mass, or that fake muscle mass or whatever, it's because they're pumping. They're pumping and they're eating and pumping.
But movement, there is no shortcuts. There is no trick. There is no secret concoction. Well, there is. Well, it's not a secret concoction. Well, I'm having this in my book too. There's certain supplements proven in human studies that I take for each step of the muscle contraction. But anyway,
I've seen his supplement stack, all the fake toxic supplements that he takes. Supplements, they don't really work, but I can tell you that protein works. Specific proteins, they work. There is a type of what you would call a supplement, which is just based on proteins. They work. The rest of the other stuff, they don't really work. And then there's like B12, whatever. But the other shit he takes is toxic and you don't need them. You can find them in food. You don't need them. But whatever, man. I'll see you in the next video. Tell us what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. This guy's crazy,
I don't
bro.
want to get into all that. All this will be in my book.
Yeah,
anyway,
sure.
Enough talking. Ladies and gentlemen, happy Easter. See you soon in my next video, which will be on IGF.
Yeah.
Because you need IGF to maintain motor unit integrity. It is one of the
Maintain motor unit integrity. Yes.
most important things that you must increase. And I'm going to prove to you.
I'll prove it. The moment I take a person and I'll prove it. The moment I train them eccentrically, they're going to be so much more. They're going to be enhanced. Their performance will be enhanced right away, immediately, fast, rapidly. You understand me? Just a few eccentric overload exercises, and I guarantee you, I can turn a person. Bang! They're going to be so enhanced. They're going to be like all over the place. So there you go. They don't even need TRT like him. Exercising in some grass field, running around on a football field.
You in my next video how they manipulated the IGF studies to make you believe something that's not there. IGF does not reduce lifespan at all. You have been duped, and I'm going to show you
IGF?
100% evidence how they manipulated the studies. See you soon in my next video.
Whatever. He's full of crap, man. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao, friends.